Speaking of the Battle Lord, have you had any sort of communication with him since he's been gone? She ventured. Are you getting any sort of signals from him? Addie managed to smile. They haven't come across any danger, if that's what you're asking. Her friend gave a sigh of relief. That's good. Here you go, little Misty. Back safe and warm, inside your crib. Addie, I'm going to the back bedrooms to check on Echo and Keylor. I'm going to take the bucket of water with me to refill their water skins, just in case. Then, when I'm finished, I'm going over to tell Berta to send a tray for us. Her tone took on a hard edge. You're going to eat something if I have to spoon-feed you myself. You understand me? Addie snorted softly. Yes, Mommy. Tori rolled her eyes, grabbed the bucket, and went into the back bedrooms. When she was out of sight, Addie got up from the chair and resumed her place, sitting between the two small beds where her children were lying. Bending over her daughter, she sniffed the baby, hoping to catch that familiar scent that was unique to her. But the scent remained muted, almost to the point of being non-existent. Same for Maddox. Her breath hitched in her chest as she nuzzled her son's cheek. What I wouldn't give to see your beautiful eyes again, she whispered, even when they're cherry red with anger, and you stubbornly demand to have things your way. Your father and I are so proud of you. You will be the next Battle Lord. You'll be a greater Battle Lord than your father, and you will carry on our legacy. I just know it. You're going to beat this damn thing because you're strong. You are the best of me and your father, and you will survive. Moving over to her daughter, she burrowed a hand underneath the blanket and withdrew a tiny hand. She kissed the curled fingers. Your father and I are going to teach you to walk. You're going to be so fast on those little hooved feet of yours. You'll be faster than any animal in the forest. You'll become one of the most agile hunters ever known. My little Mistel, my beautiful Mist. Her voice broke. Her face felt raw. Dizziness swept over her as her belly clenched with renewed pain. Please let my babies live, she fiercely whispered. Please let my babies live. If you need a sacrifice for this curse, take me instead. My babies have their whole lives in front of them. Please, please, I'm begging you, let my babies live. Addie? She raised a tear-stained face to find Tori standing a few feet away. The woman held a bag of something in one hand and the carcass of a rat by the tail in the other. I went into Keylor's trunk to get some fresh clothes to put on her after I bathed her, and I found this bag of tunsil leaves. What is Keylor doing with tunsil leaves? Addie sniffed and wiped her eyes to clear them. She and Warren are getting serious. She mentioned she was thinking about becoming more intimate with him and wanted to know where she could get some tunsil leaves. She shook her head, perplexed. I told her there weren't any in the compound. At least, I didn't think there was. Did you warn her that these things are poisonous? Yes, and I thought I'd made my point, but I guess she was determined to try them anyway. She locked on to the dead animal. Where did you find that rat? Next to the bag. There's a hole in the bag where it chewed into it. It's still warm, so it hasn't been dead long. Tori sniffed the rodent. It even smells like tunsil leaves. Maybe the stuff is poisonous to rats, too. Could be. I'm going to give this to the guard outside and have him dispose of it. I'll also tell him to tell Berta to send someone over to pick up all of Keylor's clothes to rewash. The sound of wood cracking drew Addie's attention to the fireplace. I'll go get another log for the fire, she told the woman, and managed to rise on wobbly legs when Tori let out a cry of dismay. Oh, dear God! Addie! Where did all that blood come from?